Hey guys, it's Ashley with 3R Sales and Service. Today we're taking a look at the Raptor Deluxe Aluminum Skid Assembly. So this is set up on a 5.5 foot Deluxe aluminum skid. We have it's a full aluminum frame. It's got the third shelf here and then the two side shelves as well. And then we've got the ladder rack. So this kind of maximizes the amount of things that we can put on a 5.5 foot truck bed. We use these for the 6 foot ones as well too. So it's equipped with a 3,500 PSI 8 gallon a minute pump and a 12 volt soft wash system that's 100 PSI at 7 gallon a minute. So I'll start on the driver's side and we'll kind of work our way around and show you how we have this all set up. Down here is our soft wash panel. So we've got our 100 PSI 7 gallon per minute Remco Fat Boy pump. This has the Remco accumulator tank on it as well. We use the NOCO chargers. These are marine grade ones, so they're waterproof. This can be used as a charger or a battery maintainer, so it's nice. It's got dual purposes and it can be used on different types of batteries. We have it set up for the 12 volt deep cycle battery that we use to power this system. This has the Midwest hydro mixer assembly on it, so we can meter our water, our surfactant, and our bleach. It's got all of the numbers on these stickers here so that you know exactly how much you're drawing water-wise. These numbers kind of tell you just what level of surfactant, and then this will actually tell you what concentrate of bleach you're applying. So if you're starting with 12.5% bleach, you can just point this at 1.0 or 3.0 and it'll tell you that you're pulling 3% concentrate of bleach. So pretty nice, user-friendly. And then we have a little flush valve here. We've got this setup will allow you to use this as a transfer pump as well. So you don't have to buy a whole separate transfer pump assembly. The reason you have to use a transfer pump is that 55 gallon bleach tank that we have is nearly impossible to get to just dump things in on your own. It's not like you can just walk into a trailer and fill it. So you'll use the dipstick assembly that comes with this to drop that down into your concentrate, and then you'll use the wand I'm sorry, you won't use the wand. You'll use these valves over here. It actually just transfers the fluid right into this tank. So I'll show you where all those hoses and everything go to make it nice and easy. The surfactant tank is right here. It's a 7 gallon surfactant tank. You can see we have 2 lines coming out of it. The first line goes right to your proportioner for the soft wash. The second line here actually goes to the downstream soap injector for the pressure washer. So I'll show you the small manifold that we have on the other side and how that works with the pressure washer injector. We have an 11 gallon gasoline tank with a gauge, so you can always tell how much fuel you have in there. And our 3,500 PSI 8 gallon a minute pressure washer setup with the Honda GX 690 engine. All these twin cylinder engines have a electric start and an hour meter on it, so very user friendly as far as keeping track of your maintenance. The exhaust, we always put an elbow on that so it's not pointing right towards your fuel tank, and it's got a rain cap on it so it doesn't get any water into the exhaust system. We have drain hoses on both the pump and on the engine for easy maintenance. The pressure washer has a primer valve on it, so it's easy to get this system started. When the pressure washers are elevated a little bit, we do have a second way to prime them if this is the first time you're starting it up for the season and you don't have any water in that hose yet. So that's always something that we'll train or kind of go over with you whenever you purchase it, but just another easy way to make sure your system starts up efficiently. Down below, we've got our battery box with our battery installed. We have a Titan hose reel for our incoming hose. This has 100 feet of the 3/4 inch Flexzilla hose on it. We have the locking coupler on this. We'll have it on the other hose reels as well, which I'll get to in a little bit. Those locking couplers just kind of keep anything, if your hoses get loose or for some reason your pin lock didn't get locked in correctly, just keeps your hoses from dangling off the back of your truck. Down below, we've also got all of our valving, all of our filters, everything that you need that you can still access from the rear of the truck in order to clean out those filters if you were in a situation. We've also got our tank drain down here as well. There's a 3/4 inch drain that comes out and it's got this hose here. And we put a little bit of hose on the end so that you can kind of direct it wherever you need it to go. You could even put an additional extension on here if you want it to go further away. And then the ball valve just controls opening and closing that drain. Get that tucked right back in here. right, so moving around, we'll zoom in a little bit closer to this manifold here, and I'll go over the downstream soap injection. So the downstream soap injector, if you're not familiar with how it works, it siphons soap while you're pressure washing, and you have to use a low pressure nozzle in order to siphon soap through here. So this is a 20% adjustable injector, which means we can turn this knob and we can pull up to a 20% concentrate of soap through it. So it'll be 80% water and 20% soap that's coming through. If you go down about halfway, you'll pull 10%. If you close it off all the way, you won't draw anything at all, and you can use low pressure nozzles without drawing any soap. Now the manifold that is connected to allows you to pull either surfactant or bleach through here or mix them together. So all you have to do is just open up this valve that allows you to pull only SH or bleach through there. And you can just crack open your surfactant a little if you want to add some surfactant to it. And then whenever you're done, you just close those off. You're all set to go. And like I said, just open and close this as needed, depending on what concentrate you need. On the passenger side, we have our two primary hose reels. This is your 200-foot soft wash reel, and this has 200 feet of pressure washer hose on it at 3/8. You could put an additional 100-foot section on here if you want for a total of 300 feet. We like to use 200 feet because that kind of guarantees that we can pull soap through that 200-foot distance. We also have the locking couplers in there as well, just to keep everything all nice and tight. The 55-gallon bleach tank is here, and then we've got our 100-gallon water tank right behind it. The hose is coming out of here. This is the one that's going to your downstream soap injector. This hose is drawing bleach to your soft wash system. And then that hose over there is where you put the bleach into your tank when you're using the transfer pump function. And then on the 100-gallon tank, we have our feed hose, which is this blue one right here. Might be a little hard for you to see. This is where the garden hose reel feeds water into your tank. And on the underside of this, we have a float valve so that the tank will not overfill while you're using it. And once it reaches that level, it shuts off. Once you start pulling water from the tank again, it'll automatically start filling. And then this other hose here is just your cool bypass. So on the pressure washer, whenever you're using it, it's drawing water. And then as soon as you let go of the trigger, it cycles the water between the pump and the water tank so that it won't overheat. So that's just kind of a protection system for your pressure washer pump. So I have no doubt that there is something that I missed going through this whole skid because there's a lot of features to it. If you want additional information or to see all the nitty-gritty details, take a look at our website. If you're on YouTube, in the information below, it'll have a link right to our website with additional information and lots of photos on this. So if you have any questions, just give us a call. Thanks.